Hey there, it's Coach Aaron here at Mini House Gymnastics. I'm coming here today to talk to you about some introductions to twisting and starting to flip a little bit here. I'm going to be using our black recreational trampolines today because that's going to be closer to what you have at home. And if you need to know some of the shapes and drops, we have another video that was put out a little earlier that'll give you your basic shapes and your basic drops. So take a look at that one if you haven't taken a look at that one yet. On this one, if you want to stop it and try a few things, try a few repetitions, and then come back and watch some more, go ahead and do that. All right, and the other thing too is you won't be able to do it on YouTube, but we'll have this on Facebook as well, and you can go and make some videos of yourself trying these things and then post it and show us. And then do make sure to tag us in it, and also to do a hashtag virtual MHG when you're doing it. All right, starting out when you want to twist and start with your twisting, we're going to start out with a basic half twist and a full twist. And I'm going to go back on the trampoline now and show you a little bit. When we're doing our twisting, we want to keep our body as tight as possible because we twist a lot better when we're tight. When we get our legs out and our arms out and flopping all over the place, we just can't twist as fast. And when we're just doing our easy twists, we can keep our hands down by the side, or we can put our hands up, or as we jump, we can go up and then come back down. And then what we also want to do is we want to use our toes to do our twisting. That's going to make our body twist around. So on a full twist with our hands down by our side, we're going to jump a few times, and then we're going to twist, and we're going to end up right back where we started. We can do the same thing with our arms up, or we can jump, throw our hands up, and bring them back down as we twist. So it'll look a little bit like this. We'll throw our hands up and back down like that. The half twist would be just like that, except I'd be facing away from you, and that would just look silly, at least on video here. So to make twisting more fun, we can add it to all sorts of stuff. So we can add it to a shape, we can add it to a drop, we can add it before, we can add it after, we can add it in between, we can do all sorts of crazy stuff with it. So I'm gonna show you a couple different things with all our different shapes, and then I'm gonna show you some things between and before and after drops. So first we got our straight jump. That's easy. And just end up like that. If we want to do something where we add a shape to it, we'll add a shape in the kind of as we're going. So a tuck jump. That one looked awful. But we jump, tuck, and come back down. Okay? You can do the same thing with a straddle. You can do the same thing with a pipe jump and get the same kind of effect. A little bit more challenging. So if we do a half twist with a straddle jump, you'd be something like that. Now if I'm going to do a drop, like if I do a simple seat drop and I come out of it with a half twist, we're going to look like this. Okay? As you saw, I threw my hands up, which helps initiate a little bit of the twist, as well as pushing with my lower body and rolling my legs over the top. If I'm rolling my legs over, that's going to initiate a lot of twisting force. We can do that with a back drop. We can do it with a front drop. So it looks a little bit like this. If we do it with a back drop, okay? Or if we do it with a front drop, and on those, I'm bringing my hands down by my side. You can do them before as well. With a backdrop to twist before can be a little bit dangerous, so I would probably avoid doing that. But doing it before a front drop, you would do what's called an airplane. That'll look a little bit like this. Go up. And then you can add on a twist after as well, and you'd have an airplane with a half twist out. So. And I end up right back where I started. So you can play with that a lot. There is at the end of this, we'll do a swivel hip, which will be a seat drop with a half twist with a seat drop at the end of it, and then I'll give you a little bit of challenge to see how many swivel hips you can do in a row. All right, so now everybody wants to flip on a trampoline because flipping is fun. I love flipping on trampolines. Everybody loves flipping on trampolines. So we're gonna talk about how do we start with that. So we're gonna start out going back to some of our drops. We're gonna use a seat puppy flip, okay? So we're gonna start out with, so a seat puppy flip. You're gonna do your seat drop, puppy drop, and then do your front tuck. So again, if you need to remember your shapes and your drops, go back to our previous video and look at that. But we'll start off a little easier. We don't have to just go straight to the flip. That can be intimidating. So we can do a seat puppy forward roll is a simple way of doing it. Seat puppy forward roll. I'm touching the trampoline and going over, and then I'm trying to catch my legs as I go around. So again, seat, puppy, and I roll. And then you just keep bouncing a little bit higher out of the puppy until you're able to go all the way around. And then eventually you'll be able to get it all the way around until you get to your feet. So we first go to our back, and then we try to get to a seat drop, and then we finally try to get to our feet. You can take it even further and try to get all the way back around to another puppy, and that would be actually a complete flip. You'd be flipping at that point. As we start learning to do it from our feet, we've already got the rotation there. Now we want to get used to doing things from our feet. So we start with a peanut roll. So for our easy peanut roll, we're going to bend down and over, and then we're just going to try to get to our upper back and land just below our shoulder blades. So we're just coming around and getting to that point. And that is just the beginning of going off. You can get a little bit more bounce out of it. And more and more and more so you do the full flip. Now in this one, we're not going to get into the full flip because I want you to take your time, learn the beginning stuff early, and then once you have that and you're really comfortable and you can twist or you can flip very comfortably, then we'll go feet to feet. And it's usually kind of nice to have a coach with you to help you out, but you can also do it by throwing something soft underneath to kind of give you that softer landing. Now I told you at the end of this thing we were going to do a swivel hip challenge. So first I'll demonstrate the swivel hip, and then we will see how many I can do. Now I'm used to doing it back on our white trampolines where it's get a lot more bounce out of it, so this is going to be interesting. I don't know how many I'm going to get, but we'll see how many I can get, and then I challenge you to see how many you can get. So here I'll show you our swivel hip. Now I want to see it with straight legs. So we'll go up, and we'll land in that seat drop on the other side. Okay, so I'm going to see how many I can get in a row, and then we'll see how many you can get in a row, and hopefully we'll see those on Facebook, you know, challenging me and seeing if you can beat how many I can do. So I'm going to start here, okay? I'm going to count that as 5.5. All right, well, thank you for spending a few minutes with me here today, doing our twisting and our beginnings of our front flips. I hope you enjoyed it. You know, find us on Facebook, find us on Instagram, show us what you're doing. We'd love to see it. Thank you very much. See you next time.